real trouble. I don't know. I think the red pill made shit worse with my toxic girl. I mean, it can. I'll tell you what, man. I kind of like the black pill. Hold on. Watch this shit.
Looks don't matter. It's all about confidence and personality. And even if looks do matter, I'm okay, because I think I'm about a 7 or 8 out of 10 in looks anyway. There has to be a reason, unrelated to my looks, why I can't date the women to whom I'm heavily attracted. At worst, I'm a 6. There is no way I'm average looking or below. Anyway, surely being at least average looking is enough, right? Naive blue-pilled thinker. It's said that beauty is in the eye of the beholder, but if you, along with most other people, think that the guy on the left is the more attractive, then this is proof that that saying is a comforting lie. How much do looks matter? Can having a lot of money improve a man's dating life? Does being high status allow you to be the selector of women? Looks, money, status. We'll look at how each of these affects a man's attractiveness and why. LMS. We'll also look at several truths that no one wants to acknowledge. I ran a fake but believable dating profile on online dating site Plenty of Fish or POF, using pictures of a good-looking male model. I named him Carl. Within minutes of the profile going live, Carl was inundated with women messaging him. He averaged a new unsolicited message.
Has anybody out there in the chat ever created a fake dating profile with a more attractive man than yourself, just to holler at the hot chicks in your town? Like, if you saw girls on the app that you knew, you made a fake profile so you could holler at the girls that wouldn't holler at you. You ever done that before? I think it's weird, but I think it's something that a lot of people have done.
About every 10 minutes, the opening message was usually a reference to his good looks.
You're hot, so gorgeous. Hello, handsome.
You clicked on me because you thought I had a good personality?
Well, no, I clicked on you cause you're fucking hot.
Carl's personality didn't seem to matter that much. If it's Carl's confidence that is attracting the women, why do they mention his looks? Is it just a coincidence that a good-looking male model happens to get so many messages from women? It's often said that confidence is one of the most attractive traits that a man can have, but I proved this to be bullshit. I made Carl as unconfident as possible, but women were still attracted to him because he's good looking. Carl spoke to Amy.
Hiya, how are you?
Very single and pathetic. You?
Huh, isn't everybody on here? I'm single too. Duh. Huh, know about pathetic.
Notice how being single and pathetic isn't so much of a turn-off when the guy is facially attractive. As with most of the girls that Carl spoke to, he got Amy's phone number. But when Amy didn't receive the phone call that Carl promised, she was pissed.
Must have missed that call last night then, eh?
Wellbutrin is a drug prescribed to people suffering bouts of depression. So it's probably not the best thing to bring up when you're trying to create a good first impression with a woman. That is, of course, unless you're good looking. Carl spoke to Daniela. I wish I could travel that much, but I'm broke. And kind of depressed too. The Wellbutrin helps, but not much. Anyway, it would be good to get to know you.
Ha, good. Are you a propane addicted then? Zoloft is also good for this. Hee hee.
After a sexy, seductive discussion about antidepressants, Carl was able to draw the phone number. If it isn't as easy for you to draw a woman's phone number, maybe it's nothing to do with your approach. Just maybe you might not be as attractive as you tell yourself. The messages from women kept coming, but I wanted to push the boundaries even further. How much could Carl get away with if he had various unattractive personality traits, appeared lacking in confidence, displayed zero game, and even came across with very little social awareness? Are women that influenced by looks? The results were eye-opening.
So Franco, you said you've created a fake dating profile with a more attractive person than yourself just to holler at the girls in your hometown.
Yeah, it was like a supermodel guy, an etiquette model. This is a small town, so. But also, I created a female profile to like at my own pictures. Such a weird shit. But it was all like to fuck around.
You wanted to see your profile from a female's perspective?
No, I wanted to to like the picture like a pre-selection tactic.
Oh.
Sad.
Oh, yeah.
Carl spoke to LJ. Shit pictures. I mean, just really awful.
Nice.
I'd love to see some not taken from above at an angle.
Why bother messaging if you're not interested, prick? And while we're on the topic, I'd love to see some not pulling that ridiculous facial expression.
Who said I wasn't interested?
So you insult girls when you're interested in them?
A few good-looking moments later,
Ha ha. Just promise you won't be a prick when I meet you, huh?
Carl spoke to Hyper, a woman with an East Asian heritage. I wanted to open this interaction with a message that showed appreciation and respect for her Asian heritage, culture, and language. Ching chong chang, do you wanna bang? Hi.
Huh. Nice bit of casual racism.
I'm in Shnila, but not rich. In fact, I'm the poorest guy you'll ever meet. Where are you? You still haven't told me what kind of guys you go for. Tall, short, black, white, Asian, Indian, muscles, skinny, beard, strong jawline.
Huh. Sorry, I was washing my hair. I prefer a tall guy. I'm not overly fussed. I wouldn't say I have a particular type. I'm in Tottenham. You're really selling yourself to me, huh?
To be honest, I'm a terrible human, but I know that I like talking to you. Isn't that the important part? So what did your last few boyfriends look like in terms of height, face, race, hair, body, etc.?
I've only had 3 boyfriends. The last 2 played rugby and were well over 6 foot, white, broad, dark. Huh, maybe I do have a type. What about you?
Prior to this conversation, Hyper probably thought that she liked any guy who had confidence and a good personality. Women are often oblivious to their attraction towards physical attractiveness in males. And things get even more intense the more good-looking the fake male model profile you use. I want to stick it in you.
Damn, I don't usually respond to messages like that, but you're way too sexy to ignore, huh?
What's your number, gorgeous?
9176.
Women everywhere respond the same.
Hey,
Give me a number now.
shouldn't we get to know each other first?
We can get to know each other when I'm fucking you.
I'm not like others.
Give me a number and we will see what happens.
But just because you are so fucking hot. 07.
It literally became an administrative nightmare trying to reply to women and document, screenshot, and organize the results. At times, I forgot to reply to certain women because of time constraints and a backlog of received messages. We'll take a closer look at the conversations you've seen here and more throughout the show. Women often say,
I think the black pill is pretty based, to be honest with you. I don't like to get too deep into it because it's depressing, but I think there's a lot of truth to it. But you can succumb most of your misfortunes, but there is truth to the black pill. You know, it is pretty legit stuff. Honestly, this would pass for a parody. Yeah, it would. It's funny. It's entertaining for sure. It's my boy FaceandLMS though. Where'd he go, by the way? He used to be pretty popular on YouTube, but he kind of disappeared on us. Streamed 4 years ago.
They got everything.
Say that confidence, a great personality, and game are the most attractive traits in a man. But what they say and how they behave have been proven in behavioral studies to be two different things. Frank L. Connor dropped some uncomfortable truths in his talk on the psychology of love.
The last criteria that I want to talk about, and we don't want to, it's another one of these things, well, I'm attracted to their personality. Well, no. We are attracted to attractiveness. Babies spend more time looking at culturally attractive faces than unattractive faces. People who are artificially disfigured, and in fact, if we had somebody in this room right now and I took a theater department and had them artificially disfigured and they were sitting here, people wouldn't sit around them. People
captions are in Spanish,
people on a subway train, and they had, like a big scar or something, people would not sit by them. We migrate towards attractive people. Now, what does that mean? Well, there is culturally attractive, some of these folks here, and they're popular because they're culturally attractive. In fact, we associate attractiveness with all positive qualities. We assume that attractive people are smarter. We assume that attractive people do better things for the world, that they get in trouble less. In fact, we assume that they are less promiscuous. In every study that's been done, it shows that we believe that ugly people actually have sex in an inappropriate way more than attractive people. So we attribute all of the things to people, which is why they're more successful.
What's having sex in a more inappropriate way mean?
Maybe just pissing on her for sport. I don't know.
So unattractive dudes piss on girls more often than handsome men?
Interesting
Statistic there. We learned something today.
Because they should be, right? Now, what does attractiveness mean, though? Because there is a cultural norm that you have a face that is symmetrical, that both sides are essentially the same. High cheekbones, small nose in proportion to your face. You have an attractive mouth. And there's a slight variation between men and women. And here's what's interesting.
What's that?
I said, so basically, if you look like the guy that's telling you about this.
Yeah, you're fucked.
Man, it's a grim world out there, people. Grim fucking world.
This guy says Russell Brand is awful looking and he was busting nuts left and right. I don't think women think he's awful looking. I think women think he's handsome. He's like the nerdy, skinny version of the dude that played Aquaman. But still,
Russell Brand. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I think women like him. He's not like a tough guy. Like
lesbians probably do a lot because they probably look like someone they date. So they probably like him a lot.
All women are lesbians. David Jones, I enjoy giving bitches a golden shower.
When it rains, it pours.
Yeah.
A warmy little piece.
Yeah.
Have you ever received them?
No. If a girl pissed on me, I would.
About to take that bitch off the top ropes for that.
Yeah.
Interesting Colombian guy.
Never.
I'm not Colombian.
I didn't say that. I thought you were. Fuck, I don't know.
And you do surveys of women, and I
thought you were Colombian.
No, I'm not Colombian. I'm Argentinian.
Argentinian, that's right. I always get that mixed
up. How much? Ship it.
Yeah.
Men and women, men are right up front in placing attractiveness in their top 3. Women place it lower on their scale, 5, 6, 7, 8. But in fact, when you evaluate women's behavior, it's no different than men. So women say attractiveness doesn't matter, but in fact, when you evaluate their behavior, it does.
Frank L. Connor's last statement is an example of red pill truth. Red pill thinking is embracing the sometimes painful truth. The blue pill is blissful ignorance. Blue pill thinking is naively trying to see the best in mankind, circumstances, and forces. The red pill is hard to deal with, is often offensive, and is usually taboo. The red pill makes people confrontational, upset, and invokes denial. The blue pill is comforting, encouraging, and inspires hope, even if unwarranted. The terms come from the Matrix movies, in which the blue pill will return Neo to his everyday life, unaware of the harsh truth of reality.
Huh?
Everything you said about the blue pill, it's easy and it's accepted, and the red pill's like so bad. Like, yeah, it's bad if you don't want to fucking do anything about it.
Yeah. Well, the black pilled guys think the red pill is basically the blue pill, because, not to get too dorky, but I'm a content creator in this space, so I kind of have to pay attention to what these guys mean and what they're talking about.
No, I get you.
Yeah, but so the blue pill is basically just like people that don't know what's going on, right? They have no idea. They're just walking through life, just living life. The red pill is seeing life, seeing the world for what it is, but thinking that your behaviors can dictate your outcomes. The black pill is seeing the world the way it is, but thinking that your genetic limitations determine your outcomes or your genetic gifts. So they might say something like, if you're extremely handsome, well, you're going to get girls. If you're born intelligent, like you just have a high IQ, you have the right parents for this shit, basically, right? So your parents made a handsome, intelligent, capable human being. So the black pill is all about genetics. The red pill is more about behavior. So the black pilled guys think the red pill is basically cope. So it's like they both understand and they both see the world the same way, but the black pill says there is not shit you can do about it. I would consider myself more red pilled, but I understand.
Has points.
Yeah,
you're fucking ugly. No matter what you do, you're probably gonna take an L. Let's keep it a buck.
Right.
You only put so much lipstick on a pig.
Yeah. We've seen this happen a million times. Like if there's an incredibly handsome guy and the women are just obsessed with him, and then you see these other dudes that just, they're just not as attractive, and they'll try hard, doing a bunch of goofy shit to get attention, but it just never works. They're never going to be on that guy's level. There's definitely truth to it. But it doesn't sell courses. If you were a dating coach, there's no way that you would want your audience to believe that that's true. And that's why the black pill is kind of the antithesis to dating coaches. It's the adversary. I respect it to some degree. I don't consider myself a dating coach. Like, I give dating advice, but that's for like dudes that already have girls and shit, or dating or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I could. Yeah, I see that.
It's not like most dating coaches are like teaching guys how to get a girl in the first place. And I don't think you can teach somebody that.
Modern life dating. Here's how to make eggs for yourself as a 35-year-old man if you've never cooked. Buy my course. Gay.
Hey, I like John.
Gay.
I get along with John. He gets himself into a lot of trouble, but he does a lot of shit where people.
I'm not hating on John. I'm sure he brings a good service to the men that need it. But goddamn, you worried about getting bitches? You can't even make fucking eggs? God damn, no wonder.
Does he have a video making eggs?
Oh, if you buy his for a cheap price, brother, you can learn how to make eggs, fried bologna sandwiches, all the hitters.
Oh, yeah. See, that's the thing, man. I don't understand why guys sell these courses. And I mean, I do because there's a lot of money to be made
There's a
in it.
market.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's like I just don't like I don't want my viewers to be dumb enough to buy shit like that. So I don't sell shit like that. You know what I mean?
That's fair. That's fair.
Like my goal would be like I don't want a bunch of dumbasses just blindly following me. Like I want them to know what's going on. I don't know. Different types of ethics, I suppose.
Fair enough.
Hang on, Pat. LFA, women date criminals. Men like drug dealing for exchange sex for money and weed.
What?
Interesting. Yeah. Good stuff there, bud. All right. Hang on. Get back to this.
But the red pill will give him awareness of the truth. For instance, asking a woman if you're good looking if you aren't is sure to elicit a comforting blue pill response.
You're okay. You're average looking. There's nothing wrong with you.
Etc. Red pilled ways of figuring out if a woman finds you good looking include: has she ever called you attractive, hot, or good looking unprovoked? Is she flirty with you? Does she talk to you beyond what's necessary? Has she made it easy for you to be intimate with her?
God.
An art.
He does go over the top, doesn't he?
Yeah. Are you not socially retarded enough where you could tell a woman finds you attractive because you're not looking at the floor or the fucking ceiling? Like,
yeah.
What the fuck?
It's good stuff, though. It's good entertainment, I think.
Article in the UK's Daily Telegraph reads: 50 Shades of Subterfuge, rape charges as male model offering sex in dark turns out to be balding 68-year-old. A Frenchman masquerading as a 37-year-old male model offering women 50 Shades of Grey type sex dates in the dark is facing rape charges after they belatedly discovered he was a short, fat, and balding 68-year-old. A man calling himself Anthony LaRoche attracted much female interest on several dating websites after depicting himself as a young, mysterious Prince Charming with a photo highlighting his smoldering gaze, square jaw, and designer stubble. Adding spice to the proceedings, Anthony proposed a blind date in which the two total strangers had sex in the dark on their first encounter.
I imagine this guy looking up for a square jaw model on Google Images.
This motherfucker said they had sex in the dark. The game is coded. This guy got game like a motherfucker. Meet me in the alley, bitch.
Yeah.
Meet me in the alley, bitch. You're gonna see shit.
That was legendary. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, it's fucked up. Don't do it. Everybody in the chat, it's illegal. Don't do it. But that's pretty fucking funny. I mean, putting fake pictures and then fucking girls in the dark. But what girl would be dumb enough to do that? I don't know.
I was thinking just about that. A real freak one.
That's way, the brilliance of his game is unrivaled.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
How good is the game where you just meet up with you in the alley to get piped down? Like it's what?
That's good stuff.
Only as Sylvie, 40, told police that she fell for the good-looking man with brown hair and blue eyes after coming across his profile on dating site Zoosk. After a steamy text message exchange last year, he explained he wanted to play a game like in 50 Shades of Grey to make things more exciting. Le Parisien newspaper cites her as saying, once inside his dark flat, she was ordered to don a blindfold and then join Anthony in the bedroom. After having sex, and despite his reticence to turn on the lights, she flicked the switch to find herself in bed with a man of around 65, with glasses, balding, and all wrinkly. She is cited as saying, he didn't correspond at all to the photo. I felt total disgust. A second alleged victim, known only as Layla, had a similar experience. After sex, he didn't want me to take off the blindfold. When I insisted, he got angry. I ended up seeing his silhouette in the dark. He was old, pot-bellied, with a big nose. Police arrested the 68-year-old man, known only as Michel, on March 17, placing him under formal investigation for rape by surprise. His lawyer, Laurent Poumared, said at no time did his client force the women to have sex. Rape implies the
That's a
absence of
fact, though.
consent. Police subsequently discovered that 2 other women had filed similar legal complaints in 2009 and 2013. A quick note, before you say that the model that Michelle used wasn't that
Interesting.
attractive, bear in mind that the average woman by 40 years old has experienced considerable loss in sexual market value and physical attractiveness. The first woman,
Whoa.
Sylvie, was 40, so likely she would have considered herself lucky to snag the male model in the photo. The other woman may also have been middle-aged. You've been told that women are emotional and only care about the mood you create. That's blue pill bullshit. The women were so outraged by this man's looks that they considered he's misleading them as rape. Notice how they only considered it.
That looks just like him. That's like when a bitch posts a picture before she got pregnant and you meet her and she's a fucking blimp. Same shit.
Pretty much. No, yeah, but I don't know. I mean, I kind of disagree with the point that he's making there, because it is about the way you make her feel. But the handsome guy made her feel a certain way, and when she realized, holy shit, this is a fucking fake, weird guy, because I've gotten with girls on dating apps that look good in their pictures, and then we've met on dates and they were fucking hideous, like 100 pounds heavier than their pictures would have suggested. So
Yeah.
I mean, women do that shit just as bad as men do. Never had a girl meet me in a dark room, though.
I think the most important thing is, though, the lesson learned is that these women were coming there and getting blindfolded by a stranger and piped down in the dark. And that's the bitch you're worried about approaching and taking out to fucking Burger King. Because you think she's better or higher than you because she looks good. And Mr. 65-year-old meet you in the dark, already slayed the girl you want. So keep it a buck.
Yeah, 100%. Look at the dude on the left, though. Imagine him doing that shit. That is hilarious.
It's the dude on the right, but older.
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah. Face starts to sag a little after a while, and that's how it goes.
Rape after they discovered that the man wasn't attractive? What does this mean? That a woman's perception of an encounter or experience with a man is largely dictated by how good looking she thinks he is. As you'll learn throughout this show, women often treat men according to their looks, money, and status.
Interesting. The same way I treat women. If you're ugly, I'm not going to bother talking to you because I don't want to fuck you.
Getting the truth about looks from women isn't easy, as Professor Frankel Connor said earlier.
So women say attractiveness doesn't matter, but in fact, when you evaluate their behavior, it does.
Whether it be due to women's nurturing nature, a fear of being seen as shallow, or an evolutionary fear of causing confrontation, and thus being vulnerable, what women say is attractive and what women say about attraction can not always be taken as what they personally really feel. Directly asking a woman what makes a man attractive will net you abstract responses such as
confidence, someone who can make me laugh, a good personality.
Directly asking a woman if you're attractive, if you're average looking or below, will net you responses such as
you look fine, you're average, there's nothing wrong with your looks.
Or some of the most blue-pilled words of comfort ever.
The right girl will come along when you stop looking.
Never seen that.
If you know how a woman treats you, if she finds you attractive, you don't say, hey. I mean, I guess there's a way to spin game if you want to play the 1 to 10 ranking system as a game aspect, but like to generally ask, retarded, gay.
Yeah. LFA, women date men for any benefits or money or green card. Sometimes they do all of that. You got to watch out. You got to be smart enough to know what's going on there. I mean, if you're not a very attractive dude and some foreign chick who's like a 10 out of 10 pretends to be like absolutely in love with you and shit, you might want to figure out what's going on. Might want to take a deeper look into that. A lot of bitches ain't shit, man. We just got to be honest. A lot of men ain't shit too, but we accept that. We fucking admit
That's the
that.
point.
Yeah. We admit that, and we know that. Look, everybody is for the fucking streets. When you understand that, it's like, okay, well, the world is it's a fucked up place, and I'm okay with that. But yeah,
hard to accept though for a lot of people. That's the thing.
Yeah, exactly. Thinking
wouldn't
women
be
are
any problem if
thinking women are
wouldn't be
sugar
any
and spice and
problem.
everything nice. Man, we did that twice. Go ahead.
Sorry. No, it wouldn't be any fucking problem if all this Hollywood shit, this romantic bullshit, got injected in our brains. Since we're
Right.
5 years old.
I mean, it's okay to be romantic if you have if that's what you want to do and you have a girlfriend that's cool with it. But, a lot of these guys think they can swoon a woman over with this romance and shit. And it's like, she's getting piped down by some other dude, bro. They have mileage on them. All right, hold on. I think we're almost done watching this.
Rarely will a woman that you get along with call you unattractive to your face. This is likely the same mechanism that makes women soft reject guys more often than not via lines like,
I have a boyfriend. I don't have a phone. No, you give me your number. I wouldn't want to ruin our friendship. But I don't know you.
as opposed to the brutal truth.
I'm not attracted to you.
If you have a female friend, the likelihood is that she likes your personality. So ask yourself, why hasn't she expressed sexual interest in you? So it's women's behavior and how women treat men when there is no fear of judgment.
At some point.
What's that?
So any woman that I've been quote unquote friends with, I've always ended up having sex with at some point.
Yeah.
I've never been just friends.
Yeah. Men and women can't be friends. Usually one of you is going to become attracted to the other and you're going to hook up, or you both get attracted to each other.
Yeah, it's gonna happen. But the friend thing, there's nothing I want to talk about to a woman that I'd rather just not shoot the shit with the boys with.
Right.